February, of course, is Black History Month, and Connecticut has a long list of African American women and men who have contributed to making this world a better place.
Tonight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter David McKay spoke with one such woman today.
Jonette Mansell Franklin has lived in Connecticut for 66 years.
I'm 82 years old. I was born July 9th. 1936.
In Greenville, South Carolina, and it was a time when the Jim Crow laws were in full effect.
If you were of light complexion, you were all right. If you were brown complexion, you could stick around. But if you were black, you had to stand back.
African Americans weren't allowed in some hospitals, but her mother, who had a light complexion from Irish relatives, was admitted.
But when I was born, I did not look like my mother. I looked exactly like my father. And then they said to her, "How dare you, and we're going to kill you."
Her mother escaped, and there was no record of Jonette ever being born. By the time she was 4 years old, her family had to leave town. Her father, already targeted for marrying a light-skinned woman, had gone to the grocery store to buy a loaf of bread. Jonette says he waited for an hour and a half in line. The rule was no African-American man could be served until all others were helped.
My father spoke up and said, "I'm next." And someone else in the store said, "Boy, what did you say?" Then another voice said, "We're paying you a visit tonight."
The family found sanctuary in a Catholic church further south in Charleston, South Carolina.
I can close my eyes and still remember the room in which the nuns made the little pallet for me to sleep on to save my life.
During World War II, at 6 years old, Jonette, along with her brother, sister, and parents, moved up to Cleveland. But they still experienced the same segregation and discrimination at school and even church. Jonette still learned, flourished, and developed a passion for dancing and went to New York City to pursue ballet.
I love to dance. So when I graduated from high school, I came to New York to study at the Catherine Dunham Dancing School on 125th Street.
The aunt she lived with in Harlem didn't approve of her late nights, so at 17, she went to visit family in Hartford in 1953. They tried getting her work in the tobacco fields, but she had other plans.
I became an exotic dancer and did nightclub work.
She danced in some of the hottest clubs throughout New England until she met her husband.
And his name was Hubert Bump Franklin.
She married Bump at 20, gave up dancing, worked at Pratt & Whitney for a bit, then started a 24-year career at the Southern New England Telephone Company, or SNET.
I was that operator that said, "Hello, may I help you, please?"
In 1969, the couple wanted to buy a home in South Windsor, but encountered more discrimination.
We went to the real estate lady, and she said, "Oh no, I can't sell the house to you."
So a white woman that Jonette had befriended at the phone company bought the home and sold it to them.
She lives in Florida now. Yeah, she's still around. We still good friends and we talk about it.
When Bump died from pancreatic cancer in 1999, she found comfort at church in the choir. When the group traveled to New Orleans, she met another man, Cleveland Horton, a jazz musician that brought music back to her heart.
He said, "I'm gonna be in your life."
While she says times have changed, it's important to remember what people have gone through.
When the civil rights movement was in effect, and when they had the phrase to come out that said "Black is beautiful," it was the happiest moment that could happen to me.
In South Windsor, David McKay, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.